Welcome back to Mississippi Bricks. I'm your host, CJ. In today's episode, we're reviewing the Mega Construx Master of the Universe set, Skeletor Staff. Now this is my first Mega Construx set. Some of the bricks are like Lego and some of the bricks are just weird. The instructions were easy to follow, and I picked this set off of the Amazon warehouse. And for those of you who don't know what that is where you can get items that have been returned to Amazon. Usually the boxes are damaged or crushed, scratched or torn, but if you're not planning on keeping packaging and you just want it for the sets within, it's a good way to get a discounted set. Now this first part, I'm constructing the headpiece of the set, and it was pretty straightforward. The instructions were easy to follow. The bags are neatly organized. It has a lot of heft to it, so just be aware when you're moving the staff around when it's completed that it's going to be top heavy. This is also where I discovered that my build room needed a change. So this will be one of the last videos with the purple tablecloth, because building a purple set on top of a purple tablecloth did not work out well for me when I was trying to locate pieces for building. The main part of the headpiece was fairly easy to construct. The horn section was a bit more trickier. As I built the first horn following the instructions, I thought I was doing it correctly, but then when I went to put it together, I noticed that I did it completely wrong and had to go back and take the whole thing apart and start over again. But once I got to the second horn, I then caught on to how to do it properly, so it went fairly smoothly the second go around. This was a fairly simple build altogether. And that's George wanting in. We're not going to let him in. He'll probably whine a couple of more times. Just ignore him. Once we've completed the head section, we're moving on to the staff section. Now this part was fairly straightforward. It was very easy to follow, easy to build. There's a lot of repetition to it. As you can see here, it's just a lot of back and forth to the staff piece. It's a very sturdy construction though, so overall I was very pleased with the build. Now we're moving on to the detailing for where the staff connects to the headpiece. This part is very fragile. After I completed the build, I have knocked it off a couple of times. You can barely touch it and it will fall apart. That's the only downside I can see to this whole set in general. I really enjoyed this build overall. It only took me a couple of hours to complete. And I think I would buy another Mega Construct set. I have my eye on the Castle Grayskull set in the future. Maybe by the end of the year we'll pick one of those up and see how that goes. Once we finish up with the detailing pieces on the top and the bottom, we connect the headpiece to the staff. It's held together with one pin. Overall, this is a really nice set. It displays very well. Took me longer to figure out how to hang it up on my wall than it did to build it. But overall, I will give this a 4 out of 5 stars. Later, y'all.